The recent default by property developer China Evergrande Group is an individual case and will pose little impact on the market, the country's central bank said on Friday. Evergrande, once China's top-selling developer, is now on the brink of default. The firm announced earlier on Friday it may be unable to repay its debts. However, an official with the People's Bank of China told the press when asked to comment on Evergrande's recent default on guarantee obligation that Evergrande's problem was mainly caused by its own mismanagement and breakneck expansion. The overseas US dollar bond market is quite mature with well-defined legal provisions and procedures for how to deal with the relevant issues, and its investors are adept in risk identification, the official said, adding that the risks caused by a certain individual real estate firm in the short term will not undermine the fundraising function of the market in the medium and long run. Housing sales, land use right procurement and financing have already returned to normal in China. Meanwhile, some Chinese property developers are beginning to buy back their overseas bonds, and investors are also starting to buy dollar bonds issued by Chinese property developers, according to the PBOC. China is committed to creating a level playing field and advancing the two-way opening up of its financial markets. The relevant Chinese authorities will continue to communicate with their overseas regulatory counterparts, said the central bank. The PBOC stated that both companies issuing bond overseas and their shareholders will be urged to strictly follow market disciplines, properly handle their liabilities, and meet their debt obligations in accordance with law and market principles. For those firms which would like to make outward remittances for debt repayment or bond buyback purposes, the relevant authorities in China will support and facilitate their efforts under the existing policy framework. The PBOC supported the provincial government of Guangdong in sending a team of advisors to the firm, noting that this will help Evergrande resolve its risks, enhance its internal risk management and maintain normal business operation. The government of Guangdong Province on Friday called in Wei Ka-yan, chairman of the China Evergrande Group, for talks after the group announced its failure to fulfill the warranty liability on the same day. At the request of the group, in order to effectively diffuse risks, protect the interests of all parties and maintain social stability, the Guangdong provincial government agreed to send a working group to Evergrande, urging the company to advance risk disposal, strengthen internal control management and maintain normal operation.